Thanks for you guys for joining in live at my creative corner. I am Claudette. And if you're not aware, I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I have my own paper crafting store online through Stampin' Up! And today we'll be making a pop-up slider card featuring the Bonanza Buddy stamp and die set. This set is going to be retiring. You would no longer be able to get this set after June 2nd. And we're coming out with a new catalog. What I love about Stampin' Up! Is they always giving you new creative products to work with. So it's like Christmas. Can't wait for that catalog to come out on June 3rd. So this is the stamp set and then the die set that comes with it. So if you purchase these together, you could get 10% discount on this as a bundle. It comes with its designer series paper. I just love this paper. I can't believe that it will be retiring. So you get 12 of these papers. If you get this paper, they are 12 by 12 in size. And you have a design on each side, and then you're going to get 2 of each design. So you're going to get 2 of each designs. And I'm just going to show you here this beautiful paper. This one is a little busy, but if you put neutral colors with that, it tones it down a little bit. This one is also busy too. But I just like the little critters that they have on this. You could use your dies to cut these out, or you could take your scissors and hand cut these out. And this is so much fun. Who wouldn't like to receive a birthday card with these in this paper here? The only thing I would have preferred if they had put on these busy paper, if they had put more of the neutrals design behind these, so you don't have to cut into these little beautiful critters. So if this is your first time tuning in, welcome. And if it's not your first time returning, thank you for your support. Please do share this video. And if you like what you see here today, please give me some hearts, some thumbs up. So we're going to get started on creating that pop-up slider card. I see Wanda is watching. Thank you for tuning in, Wanda. Okay, I'm just going to give you some measurements on the papers that we're going to be using. So you need your, this is going to be the base, and this is 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then you need your top layer here, and I'm using the designer series paper, and that set I just showed you. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And then this piece is to create our sliding mechanism. And this tag is 2 3/8 by 2 3/4. And this is just a sentiment for the sentiment that we're going to be creating here. Okay. So what we're going to do is create that sliding part here, and we're going to use this. We're going to use this designer series paper here to create that slider portion. And to cut that out, we're going to use our stitch rectangle dies, and we're going to use the 4th one from the center here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and bring my Big Shot in. And I'm just going to put this on the side so it could get into the video here. So what we want to make sure is our design is facing in the right direction. So this is going to be the top, and we want the opening to be down here to the bottom here. So what you're going to do is put your stitch rectangle die. You're going to center it as much as you can there. I'm just going to turn this around this way so you could see a little better here. So our opening is going to be to the bottom, and we don't want to cut through all the way through with this here. So what we're going to do is place our top layer and you're just going to place it right to the edge of that die because you don't want it to cut all the way through, okay? And then you're going to run that through the Big Shot. Just making sure I'm in video there. Okay, so we're going to run this through the Big Shot. Go ahead and put this on the side. So this is what we have here, the opening to the bottom here. And so now we're going to go ahead and score this piece right here. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer, which has a score blade on there. And it's going to be hard to give these measurements, okay? Only because you want 3 sections scored within here. So the first section you want scored roughly about a 1/2 inch. And then the other sections you want like a 1 1/4 inch. So you're kind of going to eyeball it and see exactly where that would be, okay? So you don't have to be perfect on that. So I'm going to put this down. We're going to start here on the bottom of this. And I'm going to put my paper here maybe about, I'm going to say roughly 1 1/4. So you just want to score within the stitches. You don't want to go outside of it. You'll try not to go outside of that. And I'm going to try not to use my cutting blade. So I want just my score blade. So I'm going to score that here and try to stay within those stitch lines. Okay, then so I'm going to bring that down a little bit more. And let's go we'll go about 2 7/8 of an inch on there. And then we're going to make another score line. And then I'm going to take it down to like 4. Let's go see. So I want it to the top of this right here. And let's see, let's go down to about, we're going to say about 3 7/8 here too. Let's see. Okay. And there we have our 3 little segments in that. And we're going to do like a mountain fold. Put my trimmer up. So that's going to fold like this. And then fold like that. And then this is going to be fold up. And then you have that mountain fold like that. Okay. So next we're going to bring in, let's see, before that, let's see here. I am going to line these two up and get a punch to just create a little notch. So we'll be able to easier pull that tag out. So I'm gonna, this is a 3/4 of an inch circle punch. So I'm gonna try to line these two up, well, not line them up, but center this. And then I'm gonna try to be, you know, it's not gonna be glued down. Come in here and create a little notch. Just want to make sure my paper is lined up pretty good. So we'll come in here and make a little notch, kind of center it within that slider. And I'm just going to cut out those edges. Let's see with my scissors. Well, we could do that afterwards. All right, so we got that notch created. And you don't have to do it as much as I did, so you could have that circle there. You could do it a little less, but you want to do it enough so your ribbon would have room to move around. Let me see if I cut this down here, how it would look. Cut off those little edges. All right. All right, so now that is out of the way, we're going to go ahead and glue our little tag down. So with this, you want to be able to glue this down here. You want to have this even on both sides, but you want it really down to the edge, and you want to, so what I found was easier for me to do is to bring it through this way. And then you want it center, but you want that butt right up to the edge. Okay. You want that butt right up to the edge there, and you want it to be centered. And you just want to glue this 1/2 inch section. That's the only part is where you want to put glue, because then you don't want for your mechanism to slide. You don't want to try to, you're going to try not to get glue elsewhere. Thanks, Annabelle, for tuning in. Let me see if I put my silicone mat down so I don't make a big mess. So I'm going to try to just put a little bit of glue here. I could be heavy-handed on the glue. And then I'm just going to try to put that right to the edge. Hopefully you guys could see. And you want it, make sure it's even on both sides. All right, so that's how it's going to be, just like this. Okay, so that's going to create your mechanism to pull up, okay? So now what we're going to do is I am going to punch a little hole right in there for my ribbon. So you guys get a little hole puncher. And I'm just going to create a little hole right there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get the base of our card, and then I'm going to glue that down. And see, what I did is you want to have your tag, your slider tag, and your base of your card to be the same color, okay? And I'll show you why there in a minute. So what we're going to do is just put glue to the edges here and try not to get it too close to the sliding mechanism. So we're going to come down and just put some glue there to the edges. So I'm just putting it to the bottom and the sides and nothing there to the top, okay? Then what we're going to do is glue this down. And then you just want to make sure your cutout is, you have a circle punch is kind of centered with that. You have even edges. Okay. And then you could get yourself a piece of ribbon. Put your ribbon through the hole, and you know, you could staple your ribbon on, whatever you would like. And if you don't have any hole punchers, you could just staple your ribbon on. All right, so next what we're gonna do is, so I created, or I punched out a circle and then a little scallop circle too as well. And we're gonna go ahead and stamp a sentiment on that. And for that one, I used the layering circles to get those. And I'm gonna get my Memento ink, black Memento ink. Let's see if I find it here. And then we're gonna stamp happy birthday on this white section. And you could make this whatever color you want. You just want to stamp off, make sure that's good. And it's good when you're using the Photo Palmer stamps, it's good to use a pad on there. So just like your, for instance, like your red rubber, you don't have that cushion on there. Makes for a better image. Let's see. And always remember, if you mess up on one side, you have the other side. So we're gonna go ahead and glue that down. Next, let's see here. And then what we're gonna do is stick this down here to this edge. You don't want to put it right where you have an inch right there cut out is. You want to just stick it down on this section right here. So I'm going to get some dimensionals. And I'm going to put some dimensionals right there first. I'm going to put like 3 dimensionals down. And then I am going to put that sentiment down there. And then we're going to put some sentiments in the inside of our slider section. So this opens up like this. And then we're going to put in here, I'm glad it's your birthday, so I can tell you how wonderful you are. So we're going to stamp that right in the inside. So now with this, you can't turn this over on the other side and ink it up. So you have to make sure the ink is nice and your image is covered well. So we're going to center this right there and make sure we leave it a minute so the ink could transfer over. Okay, not bad. And then we're also going to put one to the top right up here. And we're going to use Let's Celebrate You from that stamp set. Okay, so that came out pretty good. I'm happy with that. So these here would this would fit in your standard envelope. So that is it for that card, guys. That's the slider pop-up card. I hope you like that. Okay, so just want to show you something here. You could also put money in there, so it pops up with your card too as well. And you could see if a gift card could fit within there. So if you guys like what you see here today, please do share. I would be so happy if you give me some likes, some thumbs up, some hearts. That would make me feel so good if you do. So if you like what you saw here today and you would like to have some creative fun at home, I have a card kit class that you could purchase to create all these projects here. And so you'll be receiving in the mail everything here to create all these cards. So you'll be 5 cards. Out of those 5 cards, 2 of those would be the slider pop-up cards, and you'll have 2 tags. So the only thing that you will need is your stamp and your ink and some glue. So you could use whatever stamp set you have at home, or if you want to purchase this bundle from my online store, is 10% if you get it as a bundle. You don't need the dies to create this at all. Okay, you just need your stamp set and your ink and glue. All right, so I'll send you everything. These little critters here is cut out from the designer series paper and are die cut out, so you don't need to stamp those or anything like that. So I'll send these already scored for you, cut and scored. And even the slider section would be cut out with a die and scored for you, so you'll have fun creating those. So this kit is $27. That includes first class shipping. And also, if you go on my online store and you purchase anything with minimum of $25, you'll get this kit for free. Okay, that's for free. So if you're interested in getting this kit at all, please message me. I'll send you the registration information. I'll be posting this information on my blog later on today. And my blog is mspuffcreativecorner.com. I'm just going to make sure I didn't forget to tell you anything else. So if you have any problems with ordering, please email me. You could email me, message me, or call me. I'll be glad to help you with your order online, okay? I thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Again, if you feel that this If you enjoyed this video, please do share it. And you guys have a great day. Until next time, this is Claudette.